Wait, it's just you guys. Sorry. This is a tow lot car. I gotta break into it. I haven't even been inside this car. I'm having a lot of fun trying. I touched the door handle. This is a tow lot car, just like that Cruise next to it, which has a bad engine. And I can't get in it because it's all locked up. So I've got my big easy kit. We're gonna try to get into it. We're gonna see if it runs, because this car's actually pretty decent. It's not great, but it's good for a tow lot car. And after running a Carfax, I believe it to have very low miles for what it is. And I'm all for saving cars, even if it is just a 328. Oh, we are so close. All right, not in it yet. So I've got my big easy kit in here, wedge, airbag, and this is supposed to pull the inner door handle. It's not operating the way I want it to. I just got to get that to come up. But it's a BMW, so the latches might not work. I just need to get it open so I can get it inside. All right. I don't want to break a piece of glass. I have them here, but that doesn't make it okay. I know what you're thinking. No, I don't steal cars. The door handles aren't doing anything. I don't know. I doubt it has any battery in it. If the fronts don't work, the rears surely aren't going to work. So I'm trying to do this without tearing up the car. Because if it ends up not being a parts car, I don't want to cause any damage. I don't know what I'm doing here. I can get to the door handle, but it's not doing anything. It's like they've been electronically disconnected. It's locked. Everything's locked. The mirrors are folded in. How am I going to get into this? Tow Lot said they tried and failed. And somehow I thought I'd be better than they are. Well, it worked. Ow, I cut myself. It's okay. What do we got back here? A battery, kid's booster seat. That kind of makes me sad. The craziest thick jumper cables I've seen in my life. Another set of jumper cables. Can't leave home without that. This car's been sitting for a couple years, so I don't think anything in here is going to taste good. All right, now I think what I'm going to do is put my jump pack on the battery. I'm going to see if I can hit the unlock button from inside the car with the wedge and the bag. All right, so we're going to hook up a little bitty jump pack here. See what happens. Nothing. Very good. There we are. We have trunk lights. Let's go try to hit that button. Come on, baby, we can reach it. I don't really want to tear this up. Even though if I do mess this up, I have others if I decide to keep the car. Whoops. When I say keep the car, you guys know what I mean. Not part it out. All right, that should be enough force on it button. And it is not doing anything. I'm missing the rubber tip. That would help me right now. Maybe with power, the door locks will unlock. Let's keep at this here. I hit the button and nothing happened. I heard it. I heard it. I heard it. All right, turn the hazards on. That's not what I want to do. Turn off. There we go. And it doesn't smell bad inside. That's the first tow lot car that hasn't stunk in a long time. All right, so let's see inside of you. Let's see. Wow, only 110,000 miles? Let's see if we got lucky and found a key in the glove box. Yeah, right. There's a bunch of cables and stuff in here. The likelihood of actually finding a key in this car is somewhere between 0 and negative things. I wouldn't say never. There's keys. I haven't really found anything of value. There's some money. This car got a little cheaper. Free 1 hour pass at, yep. You never know why these cars are impounded or abandoned. And 110,000 miles, I don't think it'd be a mechanical issue. It is a BMW though. All right, we got that door open. Well, this is a victory so far, I think. Now I need to get this into neutral so I can pull it into the shop. And there's a way to do that. I can't remember because it's been so long. All right, we are in neutral. Now we can pull it inside where we have infinite daylight. It's gonna be fine. And the seatbelt saves lives. Seatbelts save lives. They also help me save BMWs. All right, now that she's inside, let's pop the hood, see what we're working with here. I'm sure there's not really going to be any surprises under here. I say that. Well, that's a surprise. The hood holds itself up. I can literally count on one hand the number of BMWs I've bought that happens with. Well, it's got a serpentine belt on it. They're supposed to, by the way. Oh, here we go. City of St. Louis, Missouri. 10/31/22. Parked for over 5 days, $30 fine. License plate. Wait, I thought this had Illinois tags. That's a Missouri tag. That's what's on the ticket. Upstanding citizens. Before I really jump into programming a key for this thing, let's give this a good once over. Make sure there's nothing hiding somewhere that's going to save me a whole bunch of trouble. I would doubt it. Oh, hey, the other Missouri plate. These cars rarely have anything actually good in them, you know, because they're abandoned. Ew. This car needs decontamination. Okay, I'm pretty convinced that we are not going to find any sort of key in this car that's going to start it. So let me go get set up so we can program a key for this. I'm sure the battery in this car is in excellent shape, but it's not. So we're going to take it out. We're going to put a good battery in here. It's the wrong one, but it's good. Well, it's from 2020. Yuck. Let's throw the wrong battery in here because it has the right amount of volts. Oh yeah, look at that. Let there be light. When you're programming keys to a BMW and you have an unknown condition battery, you definitely want to have as much power as possible. So we've got a jump box up here. I've got that wrong battery in there, and then this on here. If you have too low of voltage or not enough amperage and you try to program a key, especially on the 5 and 7 series, X5s and 7s, if you do that, you can brick the CAS module, brick the FRM. It's not worth the risk. So I've got as much as I've got here. I have a much better power supply at home, but I don't have an outlet for it here because I don't have those type of outlets. So to program the key, got a brand new aftermarket key. Got some new toys. Got a Top Don Phoenix Smart. This will be my first time using it to program a key. And then the T-Ninja box. This is gonna be awesome. I'm hoping this works better than what I had before and it works quicker. All right, I'm in the menu now. We're gonna go to anti-theft system. Hit OK. It's connected. We need to go to key matching. I know this is basically this is like the body control CAS module. I don't think we need to read the ISN. Let's go to key operation, key learning. All right, there's no key in the ignition switch. Yes. We'll save it as blue E90. No one will ever guess that. Okay. All right, so now we have our keys. You can see key 1 and 2 are already in there. So let's see. We'll key generated by ignition switch. The remote key. All right, I gotta put one in the programmer here, like so. Let's try this again. Communicating with key. T-Ninja box is doing stuff. I don't know if it's good stuff, but it's stuff. Key pre-processing successful. Please insert the key to be matched into the ignition switch. So now we go into, all right, it's in, and okay. Success, yes. All right, please complete the following steps for a remote key or smart key. Remove the key from the ignition switch. Okay. So, the good news is it shows a key in there. All right, so we removed it. Now we're back in. Press the start button. Look at that. Dash is lit up. okay. We are making progress here. Successful. Try to start the vehicle. The thing is that we don't know if this runs. We don't know anything. Yeah. And we have some warning lights on. Some of them will go out, some of them won't. All right, so that's okay. Wow, this is great. And if you're asking if I check the oil first, guys, this is a BMW. I can't. There's no dipstick. You have to let it run for a certain period of time and then go through the iDrive system, which we will do. I can tell you right now it's got oil pressure because it's quiet. It's only been running for 45 seconds. Seems to run well. That doesn't mean it drives well or everything works. Ow. Don't mind that. So it's got a 4x4 warning in there, and that's just because the car hasn't moved. I might be able to turn the steering wheel lock to lock and fix it. Yeah, there we go. That's just because it's new. So it's got a brake light on, so it's probably pads. TPMS lights on. Oh, look. Brake pads. Well, brakes are easy on these cars. Could just be a sensor, but seems to be pretty happy. All right, we're going to try to put it in gear. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah, we're moving. Oh, yeah. That doesn't mean everything's good. It just means it's good so far. Just turn this off. Nope, we're just going to. So this is not too bad. A compass mirror. My car doesn't have that. So we didn't really do a walk around on this car. It's got a little oof there. I can pop that out or buff it out, one of the two. If I get it hot with the buffer, there won't be paint left. And then the rear bumper's got some marks. This is a typical city car. Stuff gets bumped around. I'm not going to say that the person was bad at driving because in the city... Oh, wait. What's going on here? Looks like that's rubber. Yeah, it looks like it probably had a tire go down and they kept driving, or it blew up. Who knows? But most of that will clean up. Not all of it. This isn't half bad, guys. What do you think? Save this one? I mean, we don't really know what the bottom of this car looks like. It could need an oil pan gasket, which is not a great job. So I've done a little scan, like a health report, I guess you want to call it that. So we can see all the different codes. CAS is good. TCU is good. There's 5 codes in here. Thermostat activation. The battery's normal. Battery. Cylinder 6 misfire. Misfire. Okay. So we're just going to clear all this. All right, now we've got some codes in the transmission. No message. So this could have been from when the battery was dead, or when I was programming the key. So we're just going to clear these. Let's go to the ABS. Brake pad codes. I'm not going to clear those. Let's go to the front control module. FRM. It's not really what it stands for. Battery exhausted. Alright, so the right front turn signal, tail light, tail lamp, side marker. It's got a bunch of light codes in there. There's some current ones. Let's clear them. Okay, and then we got everything clear. And I think at this point, the car really needs to be driven. I need to get this thing in the air, check everything out. I think that's for a different video. I think I'm going to take this thing home. And I know what some of you are going to say. Eric, why don't you work on your Mystic Cobra? What about the C4 Corvette? You haven't posted anything on that in a while. What about the 928? What about your other personal project cars? This is not a personal project car. This is business. I own this place. I own and run this salvage yard. I get to make the determination to whether cars get stripped and crushed or whether they go back on the road. Whether it's worth saving or not, we don't know the answer yet. We don't know if it's a good enough car for that. We haven't driven it. We haven't checked out the suspension, what the transmission's like, the brakes. We don't know if it leaks anything. We don't know what it scans like after several drive cycles. There's a lot of unknowns. And bear in mind, this car was abandoned. And obviously there was a reason that someone didn't come back for it. Was it because they couldn't afford to get it back out? Is there something wrong with the car that hasn't shown its face yet? Is it something that I'm going to find out after I drive it for 30 minutes? That's why I need to spend more time, which is a lot more convenient at home than it is up here, hence why I'm going to bring it home. And I just wanted to show you guys what can happen when cars come in from tow lots. I know I've done this before with my green Silverado and some of the other cars. It's usually up to the yard owner. Sometimes the laws are written to where you can't put cars back on the road. Most of the time it's just someone at the yard not wanting to go through the hassle. I'm a small yard. We don't do a ton of cars here, 200 to 220 cars a year. I get to make that call, and to me, crushing perfectly good cars that need just a little bit of effort seems really wasteful. And if I can make the same amount of money that I would parting it out by fixing it with less labor if it doesn't need that much, obviously that's the right business decision. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I don't know that there's going to be another. There's a few things that I could film that I just don't have the time to do. But I hope you enjoyed this one, and as always, I love all the comments, all the feedback, and even the criticism. I love it all, and I'll catch you on the next one.